because I was part of yesterday's Today's Special Value, where we kicked it off and we had it on the air a little earlier at 9 and then again at midnight. And when I got up and finally, I slept late because I go to bed late, and I opened my phone, it was like Today's Special Value gone. So we'll give you one last look at that before the end of the show. But this is Grace, and Grace from Amazing Grace has now given us some beautiful new sisters that changes the way you feel about yourself by transporting yourself and transforming those around you to grab you in their arms and give you this wonderful hug, and you will be radiant. I can't think of a better scent for New Year's Eve. And here's what we're talking about with a price going up at the end of the day. First of all, the bag is gorgeous. It literally looks like a moonstone. It looks like a unicorn decided to bless it with a little kiss. Come on out here, Lisa. That is a big, beautiful gift bag. That's our third good bag of the show. We had the bag with our super smile. Yes. We had our bag with our tart, and now we have our wonderful philosophy bag. This is limited, by the way. There's not many to go around. If you bought it all together, we're looking at $155.47. You're saving $87. And Amazing Grace is what has started it all, but it has also given us so many sisters, so many friends, and yet if you've been waiting for a moment to kind of head into 2025 in a new way, I think it's Radiant Grace. Oh, it really But by the way, there's only 950 to go around. And we already saw the Peter Thomas Roth sell out, so don't be waiting.
So we'll talk fast.
Yeah.
So Radiant Grace is the newest, most modern scent from Philosophy, and it's that scent that was created really to help you feel your most confident, most comfortable self. So if going into 2025, if that's a goal to really be your best version of yourself, try Radiant Grace. It smells like, I'll give you some notes. So there's a caramelized amber, there's a buttery sandalwood, there's a juicy black cherry that comes out right in the beginning.
And we're even going to put this up on the screen so you guys can kind of follow along.
It's
and
so
see
beautiful.
The symphony, like the story that's told by Philosophy.
And there's some floral notes too. There's a jasmine, but we've surrounded it with some tonka bean and a little bit of marshmallow. I have to tell you, I've been wearing this pretty exclusively, especially coming into the studio for a few months now. Every time I walk in the studio, I get compliments. Just today, around here, I've gotten 4 or 5 compliments. Someone actually hugged me a couple weeks ago and said, "Are you cheating on Philosophy? This doesn't smell like Philosophy." It's just intoxicating.
I love it because I have to say there is not a heavy musk in this at all.
You're right.
So if that's a scent that you don't love, but those top notes that kind of make you feel like you're somewhere maybe in Italy in the summertime and you're grabbing some beautiful citrus fruit off the tree. It's so good. And I have to say, I always say, I'm someone that doesn't like a heavy fragrance. I'm not a crazy fragrance person. I tend to lean towards one that I love. So if you're someone that's more of a pure Grace person, I think you're gonna love Radiant Grace because it is effervescent, just like the name means, radiant like a diamond, but it also is very soft as well.
It is soft, Jane is absolutely right. If you're new to Philosophy, one of the things about a Philosophy fragrance, and this goes across the whole brand, we approach fragrance very differently. We create fragrances that are loved as much for how they smell right out of the bottle and on your skin as for how they make you feel. They will uplift your mood, and they will affect the mood of people around you. The people that have made Philosophy Fine Fragrances really famous are caretakers, teachers, nurses.
And it's so funny because we say scent is the biggest trigger for memories, and so have a signature fragrance. You know, it really will be your calling card. And if you're someone that has tried, you know, all of the different Graces, you've had Pure Grace, Baby Grace, Amazing Grace, which has won the Customer Choice Beauty Award for Best Fragrance every single year we've given out an award. Love you to try Radiant Grace, because if you think of the words that are related to radiance, like glow and effervescent and bright and exciting.
It is.
That's what it is. Like, think of the personality. And if it matches Radiant Grace, I think we're all thinking of someone we love right now. This is the way to go. You can also, if it's funny, in the early days of QVC, people would say to us, like, how in the world can you sell fragrance on television?
Well, my friend just said that to me tonight.
Really? It's the descriptions that Lisa brings to her, but also the confidence that you have till the end of January to use this.
So
and
great.
I love this if you are still shopping. It's okay. Like we've been saying all night long, if you want to, print out a little IOU, if it's not there in time, fine. Why not? Especially with the price going up at the end of the day. If you want to keep this as your New Year's moment and then take it into 2025, like you can even see how the sparkle from the bag behind it is
it's
just
so
pretty. Beautiful. I love this. Radiance is the warm glow inside you.
And
maybe somebody needs to be reminded of that in your life, right?
And you know what? When you put this on your vanity and you read that every day, it is that reminder.
Like, okay.
At Philosophy, we started as a science-based skincare company, but our approach to fine fragrance is that not only should it smell great, it should be an experience that you get to enjoy every single day, and the people around you do as well.
Amy loves it.
Oh, and
Amy loves it.
I just love Amy. When she came in tonight, she was like, "Oh, I'm so excited, Radiant Grace."
If you're a Philosophy girl, you have to try it. Like I know that when we have some of, again, the rare versions of the Graces, sometimes they don't come back. Like we've done limited editions that have not come back in stock. So this is new. It's exciting. It just actually launched at the very end of November. That's why we're down to just a few. There's only 750. And normally this is $155. This is $73.98. So maybe you keep one, you keep the bag. Lisa and I won't tell.
Nope.
But then you think about the person that could use that reminder, that needs to know that they have that light, that they have that glow. This time of year can be tough, it's not always sweetness and light, and even if you're in a good place, it just can be very difficult. So this is that moment to give her that reminder at a really great price that's going up at the end of the day. If I don't see a happy holidays,
happy
Lisa,
holidays.
always the best.
You know what I forgot to mention? It's an eau de parfum,
which is the heavier concentration.
So sorry. Yes, thank you. Happy holidays.
So we at midnight with Blanca, who is the president of Super Smile.